Hello everybody and welcome back again to another productivity tip with Carl. It seems that people like the glasses, including my wife, so they're staying. Welcome back, and today is going to be all about the browser. It's something we all use, it's something that is near and dear to us, and we've all got it set up in different ways. But I can instantly see if someone's got it set up properly just by looking at a couple of things. So I've got a couple of tricks and tips, so stick around for some good ones. First one is this homepage. So if you just look on here, if I do a new tab, you'll see that what I don't see is Google, because I can easily access Google from the top here. What I get is design news, and if I scroll down a wee bit like that, I get lots of design news. So this is thanks to something called Muzil. Muzil is super useful. Not really sure how to say it, Muzil, or whatever. But it's just a really simple extension. If I click on here, it'll take me there, and it just takes me to a new sort of bunch of news every single time I make a new tab. Something I love doing is, clicking on one of the feature stories. I don't know what this is. Please don't be any nudity. Weekly design inspiration. There you go. There you go. That's a grey thing. Oh, someone's foot. That's nice. All right. Let's zoom it out a little bit. All right. Yep. Good old internet's working well, seeing as everyone's at home. Ah, that's quite nice actually. And this, sorry, this is what happens to me all the time. I start sort of like getting deep into all of this design. So this is really nice. I really like that one. And again, all I did was a new tab. All right, so I can highly recommend Muzil. That's number one. Number two is, I want you to have a look at this. So this is my bar, and there's sort of three areas. Number one is my quick little buttons here. And what you're looking at is just the favicon. Now, what, for example, you can do is if you go to, say, a website, let's go to, say this one, and I grab that there, so this is a mural, you can see how it's got some text. What I do is if I use that a lot, then I just remove the text, all right? So I right-click, and then I just do edit, and I go shadaboosh, and save. And now I've got that, and if you recognize the icon, what more do you need? So shaboosh, click, and then you've got your website. So from left to right, I've got my good old-fashioned Gmail. I've got my calendar. I use cross-platform. I'm on Mac and PC, so I've got all my sort of notes and Apple Notes and stuff on there as well. New Google Doc, new Google Slide, and new Google Sheet. Sorry, just remembering a story of some Thai friends telling me how there was a French guy on stage and he was talking about Google Sheets, and everyone got confused because he's like, yes, Google Sheets, it is very good. I use Google Sheets all the time. I am always cheating when I am using Google. Huh? And people got quite confused. The next one is, I don't know what that one is. Oh, it's good old-fashioned LinkedIn. Now this one here, this is the Kanban for me. So I actually use good old Trello, like I showed you before. This is my Trello. So I click on there, and this is something I do every day. So I'll click on there, log into my Kanban, and it's just gonna show me what I've got to do, and what everything I'm working on at the moment. I've got one for our agency because we're setting up the web courses agency again, and then that's that section. Then I have my bookmarks, and this is really important. So my bookmarks are here in my folders. So if I just click on there, you can see I've got sort of like this thing. And what I do is I have my bookmarks, and then I slowly sort of move stuff in and organize it. So for example, right, so I've got my inspiration for our new brand, which is going to be Tech Tree, and all of this stuff here I'm kind of working on at the moment. Later, I'll put them into some nice folders, all right, so things like this. As you can see, I've got a lot of stuff in here. There's a lot of really good tools on how to play with this stuff. So yeah, you can do that. For me, this is dead easy for bookmarks. So like I said, I've got all my sort of stuff on here. I've got my Google Drives there that I use a lot. And again, because I'm going through a brand stuff at the moment, it's a big thing in our company. That's what all of this stuff is. So if you're working on HR, or if you're working as a designer or a developer, you'll have different ones here because these are the things you're currently working on. And then I move over, I've got my tunes. So I've been listening to good old Soulfly, classic. Been listening to this recently, which is absolutely brilliant. Highly recommend, bit of LSB there. And then I've got all my tunes like that. And again, like what I do is, you can see here tunes 3. So just recently what I did is I just moved all of the stuff that was here into tunes 3. And later what I might do is have, like, you know, rock and pop and whatever. And then I sort of categorize it. So I'm not trying to sort of categorize straight away. It just takes too much time. So what you do is, when you're, you know, bored, or you're waiting for something to load or to finish, just whack it into a nice folder, dead easy. All right. And again, it's all I have to do is, if you click here, just on the icon, you can drag it across, move it down, and then just let go like that. And it will just put it there. Boom. It's very easy. Next one here is a project I'm working on at the moment, WCB 2020. And then this is the interesting folder. Dude, read this. This is all the kind of cool stuff that I find a lot through Muzil, right? So a lot of all of this kind of stuff I really should read. And what I do is, when I've read it, or when I finish, is I actually just give it a name. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm just going to edit this one, rename, and I'm just going to call it May. So May 2020, like that, right? And then what I do is, I grab this, I put it in all, and then I go to, hold on, just move it over, WCB all, and then must reads. Boom. You can see I've got a lot of stuff I read. It's kind of how I am where I am today, is because I do a hell of a lot of reading. And so yeah, these are all my folders that I read each month. And so I have this nice little way of just moving, you know, as soon as I find something in. So for example here, this is a really good blog post. Okay, so I'm just reading it at the moment. And when I'm finished, I'm just going to go shadoosh, stick it in there, and then I can keep it in. So the great thing is I don't have to necessarily lose anything. It's still there. It's still going to be useful. And if I ever need to go finding for it, it's very easy to go click and then just go into your bookmarks there. And you can start to search for it, because it's quite a nice little tool, this. All right. So if you go to Bookmark Manager, you can start to search for your bookmarks, you know, sprint, like that. Easy peasy. All right, so this folder structure for me is really easy. And again, like I said, kind of moving stuff into that is here. So if I find something cool, let's see this one here. I've just been checking out the fonts on this website, which I love. It's going to grab that, boom, just put it there, and then later I might put it into my inspiration folder, for example. So yeah, that's basically how I use my browser. And there's just one final tip that I want to show you is, right now we've got a lot of cool stuff open. And let's take, for example, that I wanted to share this. I wanted to share all my browsers. A great example of this is when you're doing inspiration. So what I highly recommend is this amazing little extension, and it's called OneTab. Shaboosh. It is now OneTab, my friends. And now all I can do is I can do restore all if I really want to. Shaboosh. Rapada. They're all back. Hello. Or I can do this. Now this is a cool bit. I can do share as web page. Now this link here, if I now open this in, say, another browser, I mean, yeah, I can do Edge if I want. All right, so I'm on a PC. So this is Edge. I can just paste that, which is something you can send in an email, on a Slack message, WhatsApp, smoke signal, carrier pigeon, and then there you go. You've got all of those links that were open. So I'm going to leave you with that. Hope you enjoyed it. It's been super fun. Going to do a lot more of these little videos. It's fun. Let me know in the comments if you like the glasses, and let me know in the comments if you've got any questions. Cheers, take it easy, and keep growing.